Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MU Stand. King Gamer here. Manchester United nil, Newcastle 3. Newcastle has just went ahead and smashed down Manchester United. I mean, are we surprised? Are we really surprised, to be honest with you? I'm not. I am not anymore. And this manager has consistently failed us. And he cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted, and he has done it again. You could change the personnel, you could change the players, but the system is not there. The way we play is not there. No construction, no foundation in this team, no spirit, no fighting, nothing. I mean, this team is dead. It's fully dead now. I don't know how this team is going to recover. I really don't. I have no idea how we can get back to normal, to be honest with you. The manager, he has to go. He has to go. I don't even know, like, the fact that it's so bad, I don't even know where to start. I really don't know where to start from this team, really. Like, the back four, the middle of the park, the front line, you can complain about each and every single individual about this game, but I tell you, it's fully the manager. It's 100% the manager's fault. If you could see that not a single player is having a good game, you know the manager's at fault. I mean, if the entire team is struggling, you know the manager is at fault. There's nowhere to hide for him now. There's nowhere to hide for him. He needs to go. He needs to go, and he needs to leave Manchester United. I think he needs to resign, because I don't even think Manchester United have the money to sack him. To sack him. I mean, who's there to replace him? But look, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. A proper coach needs to come, and if we can't get a proper coach, be it. But he's not the guy that's going to take us forward. He's not the guy that's going to take us forward. I mean, 11 players. I saw 11 players not fighting for the team, not fighting for the manager. They're not fighting for the badge. They're not. And this really comes down from the manager. Really comes down for the manager. He's not. I mean, what I'm confused about is he setting up the team properly and the players are not following instructions, or is it the other way around? He's not really giving all these players instructions. And that's what I feel like. I mean, that's what I think that's happening with this team. We just don't know what to do. When we get in the field, it looks like they are passengers. I mean, it looks like they don't know each other. They look at each other as if like they just met in the game. I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy what we've seen with this manager. And I think from now on, I don't think there's a way back for Manchester United. The fans are booing. The players are not really trusting what he's doing, not really trusting the process. And I've read there are leaks coming out now saying that the players were not happy with some of the decisions, some of the tactics that Erik ten Hag has been using in this team. Look, tonight, Newcastle pretty much played with a bench, and we still got beat 3-0 at home. We still got beat 3-0 at home. I mean, you could speak about United playing with the bench as well. You could speak about Bruno being on the bench. You could speak about Rashford, Rasmus Højlund being on the bench. But look, these guys were not really performing, to be honest with you. They were not performing. I mean, only Rasmus Højlund could hold his hand up and say, okay, I was performing. But the rest of the guys really were not performing. They were not performing. So we were all asking for a change in terms of personnel, putting Garnacho in, putting Anthony back to the lineup, putting all these guys in the lineup and giving Martial a chance. All these jazz, right? Again, same result. Nothing has changed, bro. Nothing has changed. Yet again, we got spanked by Newcastle. We nearly got defeated by Brentford. Sheffield United gave us a good game, except for that Harry Maguire header, a miracle header, to be honest with you. Not normally the guy that can score. And every single game, if you go to every single game this season, it has been crazy and insanely ridiculous performances. Just looking at the performance. And right now, you can even look at the results, and the result is not there. I don't know what we're trying to do. At least I knew with Jose Mourinho what we were trying to do. We were just trying to conserve, sit back, defend, absorb everything, and then hit teams on the counter. That's what we were trying to do under Jose Mourinho. I don't know what we were trying to do with this manager. I've got no clue. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it was a free-flowing game, no plan, but express yourself, go out there, enjoy yourself. That was the plan, really, from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to be honest with you. But this manager doesn't know what to do. He's got no clue. Are we defending? Are we attacking? Are we sitting back? Are we playing counterattack? Are we playing a ball possession game? What the hell are we doing? I've got no idea. I've seen this team now for a year and a half, and I've seen nothing that indicates that we're playing in a certain way. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Everybody watching right now, you've got no clue how we're going to set up in the next game. You've got no idea even who's going to start in that game. That's how bad it has been. That's how bad it has been. But like, crazy. I just can't take this anymore, bro. I can't take this anymore. Just, you guys let me know in the chat what you feeling about this game. Who's the problem? Is it Erik ten Hag? Is it the players? What is it? What's your feeling? Get involved in the chat. We got over 55 of you watching. Make sure as you join it, make sure you smash a like on the stream and do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to the channel. But I'm gonna read out some of the comments that you have here, as well as Jay Jones says, so bad for Manchester United. It's like they're dying, bro. Yes, slow death, I call this. It's a slow death we're going through right now. Luke says, I don't think you can blame Erik ten Hag when that first 11 just lost against Newcastle reserves. Look, there's no system. That's what I'm saying. There's no system. You can't tell me these personnels are shit and Newcastle have a better personnel than we have, a better players than we have. They don't. They just have a better system than we have. That's the difference. That's pretty much the difference, bro. And you can look at Brentford, you can look at Sheffield United, you can look at Copenhagen, you can look at all the teams that we have played. They played better than us. And that is for a reason. It's not a coincidence. All these teams are playing better than us. Wolves came to Old Trafford, played better than us. We ended up winning, but they played better than us. And that is a system thing. It's not an individual thing. It's not a player thing. You look at the big media, Gary Neville can come out and criticize the foreign players. Oh, Martial is lazy. Martial can't defend. Martial's attitude is this and that. Oh, Bruno, he's throwing his arms around and he's not a captain. Bro, that's not the reason why we're losing games. Don't be stupid, guys. Do not be stupid. We're losing games because there is no team. We're not losing games because Bruno Fernandes is throwing his arms to the referee. We're not losing games because of Martial. We're not losing games because the roof doesn't have, the roof needs to be replaced. There's leaks on the roof. That's not the reason why we're losing games. Just understand that part. We're losing games because of the manager. The way he set up the team. The buck starts with him. So he is picking the team. Nobody else. It's not the board. It's not the player picking themselves. It's the manager. So that's why they get paid a lot of money. It starts with the manager. He got rid of Cristiano, got rid of David De Gea. We trusted this manager. He brought in Weghorst. He brought in some clueless players we've trusted, and we said, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He's building a team. He's building some sort of foundation for the team and for the future. But look, there's nothing. There's nothing right now to trust, bro. Nothing to trust, and I don't care what anybody says. This manager has to go now. He has to go. Let me read out some of the comments. Reds News says players are not ready to fight for the badge. Coach is trying, but players are asleep. Jada says, man, Onana defeats should come back. Luke says, I don't think that the team are capable of playing disciplined football. They would fail under Pep. Jaden says, we have failing from time Onana came. Javier says, Ronaldo effect. Luke says, it's time to do a Chelsea, but spend right. Gift says, Ten Hag is done, guys. I agree with Gift. I agree. Gary says, Manchester United must learn from champion Springboks about fighting spirit and the willing to win. Morgan says, nothing really. King says, finally, I've decided Ten Hag out. Thank you so much for joining the club, bro. I've said this a month ago, guys. You guys didn't listen to me. Go back and watch all the streams if you got time. But I've said this to you guys. The moment I saw him this season in a couple of games, I knew something is just not right. It just smells bad. When a fish dies in your house and it stinks. And that's what it feels like. This team is just slowly dying and it stinks. I'm telling you, it stinks. Massage says Manchester United amateur this year. Morgan says Manchester United, bro. Like, there's a lot of different names for us right now, and I don't even care. But look, the key thing that I want to mention in this stream or in this show is basically, are we really shocked? Are we really shocked? Did we actually expect it? A big performance? Did we expect it? That the team all of a sudden is going to click and we're going to beat Newcastle 4-0? Is that what we expected? No. If you said yes, that's a lie. We did not expect that. And how bad is it now at Manchester United? I'm asking you guys what you feel. How bad is it now? I mean, has it been this bad in the past? We've been through a lot of messed up coaches and a lot of bad coaches in the past, but I'm feeling really the same or even worse now, because I don't know. It's like a sinking ship, bro. Like, it's like this. If we were a stock market, we'd just like falling. It's a free fall, bro. It's a free fall, and I don't think there's a reversal. There's no way back, bro. There's no way back. We need to get somebody like Zidane. We need to get somebody like Carlo Ancelotti. Somebody like that. Somebody like that has that kind of caliber that could save this team. But Ten Hag is not the answer, guys. He's not the answer. King says, I think I want Zidane. Morgan says, where do you think you will finish in the table? I don't even care. I mean, top 4. If we could sack the manager right now, we could still finish in the top 4. But if we don't make a decision soon, I don't think we can finish in the top 4. Gary says, get Rossi Ersamus as a head coach of Manchester United. He's a 2-time world champion coach of Springboks. Can he make the worst team in the serial winners? I've never heard of him, man. I'll be honest with you. Mizar says Ten Hag is the problem. Not the T family says, what the hell happened? I told you, bro. I told you so many times, bro. I've told you so many times, guys. Like, I hate saying this. I hate saying I was right. Look, I don't want Manchester United to lose so that I show up being right. That's not what I want. I want Manchester United to win. But realistically, that's what's happening. Basically, this team is just falling apart. Team is falling apart. How low can we go is just beyond me. I just don't even know what to mention. I mean, like I said, every single player is dying on the field. Every single player is just playing for themselves to protect their... Right now, like, players are like... They're like an institution. They're not individual players. They're protecting their brand so that they can just score a goal here, assist here, and be like, okay, I've done my part. I've done my part. It has nothing to do with me. The team lost. I've scored. Look, I've scored. I have 4 assists. I have 6 goals. It has nothing to do with me. I don't like this attitude. This team, the way it plays, they play for themselves, and they don't play as a team. They don't help each other. There's no team spirit, and all this is down to the manager. All this is down to the manager. Some crowd within the starting lineup did not enjoy the fact that Jadon Sancho was dealt with the way Erik ten Hag has dealt with him, and that could also be another concern. A lot of the players, there was a leak a few weeks ago. A lot of the players were not happy with the way Erik ten Hag has handled Cristiano Ronaldo's situation as well. So there's a lot of shit going on in the team. A lot of shit going on in the team, and this guy's not big enough to manage it. He just can't manage big egos, and the moment you can't manage big egos, as Jose Mourinho said once, you are no longer a manager. If you can't handle the best players, you will not become one of the best managers. Never. It's just never gonna happen. But yeah, talking about the players, I've done my part on the coach. I think I've really pretty much concisely explained myself about Ten Hag, that he's no longer the coach I think should stay at Manchester United, and we should get rid of him. Whether you agree or not, just do let me know in the comment sections. But let's just quickly cover the players now. Talking about the players' performance is really... A lot of things are not right. We changed the personnel today. Sat down Bruno Fernandes, Rashford. We also sat down Amrabat, McTominay, all these guys that actually started against Manchester City, but no change. Newcastle is a lower tier team compared to Manchester City, but again, the result is the same, even probably worse. Nothing to provide for Martial, no creativity in the team, no defensively, we don't look solid. Dalot's consistently making a mistake. Onana, I'm not going to blame Onana in this game for any of the goals, but again, not good enough all around the board. Not good enough. You cannot name one single player that had a good game tonight. Now, forget about good game. That had an average game tonight. You can't name it. You just can't name it. The whole team is struggling. It's just a clear indication that there's no team. There's no teamwork. It just shows you everything you need to see. It shows you every single thing you need to see. And you guys have to see it now. That's pretty much clear. The sooner we get rid of Ten Hag, the sooner this team could recover. That's just my opinion. You may disagree or agree. It's up to you. I'm just telling you what I feel about the team. Let me just read out some of the comments here. What the hell happens as not T-Family? In the first team, Bruno's not a captain material. Look, T-Family, this is what I was saying. Don't listen to the media. This is what they want you to think, bro. This is what it's a distraction. It's a distraction by the media. They say, oh, Bruno's not captain material. Oh, Anthony Martial is lazy. Oh, Onana is making a mistake. No, these are separate mistakes, yes. But look at the team as a whole. There's no team, bro. Team is not performing as a unit. And without unit, you don't win games. This is not tennis where an individual player plays well and you win games. No, it's not going to happen. You might win 1 or 2 games, but you're not going to sustain it throughout the year. So the whole team has to play. Forget about it starting 11. You need to have a good squad of 22 players to be able to compete as a big team like Manchester City or other teams like Liverpool, to be competing in the Champions League, Premier League, and all competitions. You need that. You need that. Look, I'm okay with losing games. I'm 100% okay with losing games. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Losing games is part of the game. But there is a way to lose games. There is a manner to lose games. There is a way to lose games. You can't just lose games opening your arms up and say, okay, go ahead. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, an intruder comes to your house, right? You're not gonna just open the door and say, okay, take everything. You gotta show some fight. You have to fight. I mean, he might still end up taking stuff, but you have to fight. And this team is not fighting. Not fighting for the players. They're not fighting for each other. They're not fighting for the manager. They're not fighting for the badge. They don't even care anymore. No energy, no determination. Confidence is really, really low. And they play, some of them, they're playing out of position as well. Again, it goes back to the conversation that we had about the coach not using the team properly, not setting up the team properly. The formation stinks. It's not working. Nobody's shining in this formation. And making substitutions that he shouldn't be making. Taking off Rasmus Højlund, for example, in the derby against Manchester City, when he was the only one, the only bright player you could say, okay, he was going to do something, takes him off. I mean, it's just insane. His decision-making is ridiculous. Tonight, the first half stinked, and Hannibal needed to come off. He was on the yellow card. He didn't take him off. He kept him in. He nearly got a red card. So this manager just doesn't understand the flow of the game. I'm not saying I know better than him, but I can clearly see that he's not the right guy to take us forward. That's what I believe. In the first team, Bruno is not a captain. I've read that one. Gary says, let's beat Liverpool again to kickstart our season. Now we at least have young players a chance. To be fair, the whole team is the problem. Yeah, you can't say the whole team is the problem. And you can, even if the whole team is the problem, you can't replace the whole team. It just doesn't work that way. This ain't FIFA Pro or this ain't FC24 where we just buy 11 players and just delete 11 players or remove 11 players. It's not gonna work like that. So obviously the board is gonna see this, and guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna get rid of the manager. But I want them to make that decision as soon as possible so we can save our season. We're still in the Champions League. Nobody gives a damn about the Carabao Cup. I don't care. But we're still in the Champions League, still in the FA Cup, still in the Premier League. We need to make sure we compete in all of these competitions. Not win, but compete. In order to do that, we need to change the manager. Not with this manager. This guy has lost the respect of me. I've lost the respect of most fans, which is the reason why they're booing him in the stadium. And he probably has lost most of the players by this point at this right now. I can definitely tell you that he's probably lost the confidence of most of the senior players. Taking off Casemiro, taking off, like, look, benching this guy, benching that guy, and the players that are coming in are not performing. So it's like, look, you live and die by your decision. At the end of the day, you live and die by your decision making, and this guy, he will die sooner rather than later, to be honest with you. And that'll benefit Manchester United. I still believe this team is good enough to compete. I'm telling you, with the right manager, this team is good enough to compete. This team is good enough to at least match what Tottenham are doing at this moment in time. We have a better team than Tottenham. Can nobody tell me that Spurs have a better players than that Manchester United? When I say team, I mean players. We have a better players. They have a better team. We have a better players. So all we need is the right manager to come in so we can become a better team. So that's all I'm asking. So he's done, bro. I've had enough of him. Vicente says, your club is a shame, mate. Liverpool, king of England. Not really, bro. Not really. We still the kings. We still won the Premier League 20 times, bro. Over 20 times. What you want? What you want? You can't match that. You can't match that, bro. All Ten Hag says on every press conferences, we can turn things around. There's nothing he can turn around except his wife, maybe. There's nothing. This guy doesn't turn around shit. He's just a liar, bro. He's just a liar, bro. Never been bigger than LFC. Vicente, we've been bigger than you for decades, bro. For decades. Let's believe, does Marcus Rashford celebration, says T Family. Yeah, Rashford could do all this, all he wants, but he's not strong mentally. You can see it. You can see it in his eyes, bro. All these guys are a bunch of market players, really. They are a bunch of market players, and they don't have balls to fight. And this is the time. This is really tough times that Erik ten Hag is going through. So if the players can't save him, I think he's going to be sacked. And I don't think they're going to save him. This manager, they threw under the bus. These players, they threw under the bus a lot of different managers. Don't get that wrong. Don't get that wrong. So they got to do the same to him. But I do feel like it's his fault. I'm going to blame him. I'm not going to blame the managers. T Family says these are world-class players just not working together. Exactly. Bruno Fernandes goes to Portugal. He's done magical things in Portugal. He comes back, he shits on himself. Like, every player goes away, plays better, comes back, shits on himself. Marcus Rashford played a game in England, scored a magnificent goal, comes back, shits on himself. Like, ridiculous. Just ridiculous. But yeah, guys, all of you, do let me know your thoughts about this game. I'm going to end the stream. All of you guys, do let me know what you guys feel about this game. What needs to change? Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out. And give me a reason why in the comment sections. Again, thank you all for watching. Next game is Fulham. We'll see what's going to happen. But I've lost hope. I have lost hope with this manager. But thank you all for joining. Nati Family, Vicente, all of you guys, thank you all for joining. Make sure to smash a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. See you guys on the next one. Peace.